Hello, Xiangqi fans. In this video, I'm going to share with you a great game played by Grandmaster Zheng Weitong versus Master Shen Peng in the second Shanghai Cup Open Xiangqi Masters tournament in September 2022. This yearly high-end tournament was held in Nanxiang and Shantou, Jiading District, and Shanghai Tower. Shanghai is a wonderful city where you can see not only futuristic skyscrapers that demonstrate its unmistaken position as an invigorated international financial center, but also many well-preserved cultural sites, such as the beautiful thousand-year-old historical town in which the competition is held. Without further ado, let's dive straight into this great game. GM Zheng moves first. The first move, Red Pawn 7 advances by 1 point. Black Cannon 2 moves to file 3. The second move, Red Cannon 2 moves to file 5. Black Elephant 7 advances to file 5. The third move, Red Horse 8 jumps to file 9. Black Horse 2 jumps to file 1. The fourth move, Red Chariot 9 moves to file 8. Black Chariot 1 advances by 1 point. The fifth move, Red Horse 2 jumps to file 3. Black Chariot 1 moves to file 4. This is an opening featuring the formation of shepherding pawn, transforming right central cannon versus rear of pawn cannon with left elephant. The sixth move, Red Cannon 5 advances by 4 points. Black Advisor 6 advances to file 5. Red's alternative for the sixth move is Chariot 1 to file 2, which can limit Black's options in terms of developing pieces on the left flank. GM Zheng and Master Shen are both renowned players and had skillfully battled with this kind of opening for several times before this game, so Red may have deliberately chosen Cannon 5 advances by 4 points variation this time. The seventh move, Red Advisor 6 advances to file 5. Black Horse 8 jumps to file 7. It's a good move for Red to move its advisor forward, as this prevents Black from gaining initiative by advancing its chariot by 6 points, which would be a move that attacks Red's pieces while adjusting Black's own formation. The eighth move, Red Cannon 5 moves to file 9. Black Pawn 7 advances by 1 point. The ninth move, Red Chariot 1 moves to file 2. Black Horse 7 jumps to file 6. Black has made 3 consecutive moves that are really well thought out. The left horse jumped out to attack Red's cannon. The pawn advanced, and the horse continued its way to the river rank. At this point, although Black has less pawns than Red, its chariot on the right is occupying the rib file, and the horse is hovering over the river rank, which makes its position pretty energetic. It's fair to say that both sides have achieved their desired formations in the opening stage. The 10th move, Red Elephant 7 advances to file 5. Black Cannon 8 moves to file 7. The 11th move, Red Pawn 9 advances by 1 point. Black Chariot 9 moves to file 6. We can see that Black has just moved its cannon and chariot. Acting prudently, is attempting to decide on a direction and construct an attack formation based on the movement of the opposing forces. Red linked the elephant to finalize the formation on the deployment rank, and pushed forward the knight file pawn to release the edge file horse, waiting for a proper timing for further advancement. We can see that both sides are maneuvering in a way that ensures better mobility and more expansive potentials of their own pieces. It's worth mentioning that during a game the two players played at the National A-Class League back in 2021, the game reached the exact same position as seen here. Both players are thus pretty confident in handling this position. The 12th move, Red Chariot 8 moves to file 6. Black Chariot 4 advances by 8 points. Black's two chariots are now occupying the rib files on either side, which allows Black's tactical disposition to retain a considerable force to counterattack. In this move, Red offered the exchange which Black could not refuse and give away the good rib file. Now that the forces are reduced on both Black's right flank and Red's left flank, the confrontation has entered a new stage. The 13th move, Red advisor 5 retreats to file 6, Black pawn 9 advances by 1 point. The 14th move, Red chariot 2 advances by 4 points, Black horse 6 jumps to file 7. Black pushed forward the knight file pawn, which makes it even harder for Red's cannon to traverse towards Black's left flank. Correspondingly, Red lifted the chariot to the river rank, so that Black's horse would not be able to jump into Red's 6th file on the river rank. The 15th move, Red advisor 4 advances to file 5, Black cannon 3 moves to file 4. Red linked the advisors so as to reinforce the defensive formation and keep the initiative. Black's cannon 3 moving to file 4 seems to be played out of strategic consideration. With the development of the pieces and the transformation of the tactical disposition, Black's cannon became less efficient on the 3rd file. After moving to the 4th file, the cannon has the possibility to transfer to Red's right flank and exert pressure on it. The 16th move, Red pawn 9 advances by 1 point, Black chariot 6 advances by 4 points. The 17th move, Red cannon 8 advances by 3 points, Black horse 7 jumps to file 5. Towards Black's river rank, Red dispatched the cannon, which used to be part of the defense on the deployment rank. This move of the cannon is for protecting Red's knight file pawn and keeping the pressure on Black's edge file horse on the right. But it broke the balance of the position and can be taken as the prelude of the fierce battle that will soon unfold. The 18th move, Red elephant 3 advances to file 5, Black cannon 7 advances by 5 points. As expected, Black took Red's elephant to exchange the horses. After the exchange, Red single chariot on the right flank, while the horse and 2 cannons are on the other flank. The cannons and the knight file pawn are stuck due to the control by Black's chariot. Also, Red has lost 1 elephant, resulting in slightly weaker defense. On the other hand, although Black can make use of the chariot and 2 cannons to launch attacks, the pieces are still dispersed and need some more moves to adjust and cooperate. Also, the edge file horse on the right is relatively weak. The 19th move, Red horse knight jumps to file 7, Black cannon 4 advances by 4 points. Red's edge file horse jumped to the 7th file, where you would be more flexible both in attacks and defense. Black's cannon marched forward to inhibit the horse and tried to cooperate with Black's pieces. This cannon is aiming at Red's 1st file pawn and likely to have a certain impact on Red's chariot. The 20th move, Red chariot 2 advances by 5 points, Black advisor 5 retreats to file 6. The 21st move, Red chariot 2 retreats by 3 points, Black chariot 6 advances by 2 points. After delivering the check, Red's chariot retreated to occupy Black's pawn rank, meaning that Red has moved on from its more reserved defense mode and is now awaiting for opportunities to launch attacks. Black's chariot moved forward, intending to break Red's pawn rank and cooperate with the 2 cannons to create attack formations. But this move results in a virtually defenseless river rank. Black cannot achieve both. The 22nd move, Red pawn 7 advances by 1 point, Black chariot 6 moves to file 5. Red pushed 7th file pawn forward, which has opened up new routes for the horse and is set to break Black's pawn rank at any time. Furthermore, Red's pawn and double cannons, which had limited mobility, suddenly became alive and vibrant. The situation can be vividly described by this line in an ancient Chinese poem, which can be translated as follows. Overnight the east wind blew, returning to the mountains a lively spring view. The efficiency of these active pieces will be dramatically improved. Consequently, Black's right flank will have to face up with growing pressure. Black chose to capture Red's central pawn, hoping that the chariot and the cannons would be able to launch a rapid attack. The 23rd move, Red pawn 7 advances by 1 point, Black cannon 4 traverses to file 9. The 24th move, Red horse 7 jumps to file 6. Black chariot 5 advances by 1 point. In these moves, Red's pawn continued marching and the horse hopped into Black's territory, through which Red's attack formation starts to exert power. The reason why Red can attain this advantageous position is that Red have prudently maneuvered pieces, occupied positions, and constructed formations before the arrival of this decisive moment. It is just the situation described in the chapter Tactical Dispositions in the Art of War. The consummate leader cultivates the moral law and strictly adheres to method and discipline. Thus, it is in his power to control success. The 25th move, Red General 5 moves to file 4, Black Advisor 4 advances to file 5. It is a good move, moving out the general, which can dismantle the sneak attack launched by Black's edge file cannon. Black's chariot and double cannons are unable to launch an attack, as they have great difficulty in constructing an efficient formation in a timely manner, due to the fact that Red's second file chariot now dominates important passages. The 26th move, Red pawn 7 advances by 1 point, Black cannon 9 traverses to file 2. Red continued to push the pawn, which threatens to move sidewards and take Black's horse. Black had to deploy the cannon to guard the second file and lost the initiative in the fight. By now, the situation is pretty much like what is described in the chapter Waging War in the Art of War. The kingdom had gathered mass forces and dispatched armies to attack the city, but was unable to seize it after a long battle, which eventually caused the exhaustion of the kingdom's strength and great loss on the resources of the state. And that's when other chieftains will spring up to take advantage of the kingdom's extremities. The 27th move, Red chariot 2 moves to file 4, Black cannon 2 advances by 3 points. The 28th move, Red general 4 advances by 1 point, Black cannon 2 retreats by 1 point. The 29th move, Red general 4 retreats by 1 point, Black cannon 7 retreats by 2 points. The 30th move, Red cannon 9 moves to file 5, Black general 5 moves to file 4. The 31st move, Red pawn 7 moves to file 6, Black horse 1 jumps to file 2. In these moves, Red smoothly and sensibly deployed its chariot onto the rear file and its cannon onto the central file in order to construct the iron bolt formation and eventually sent the pawn into Black's palace to deliver checkmate threat. Because Black's chariot and cannons have been placed deeply in Red's territory, Black's single-edge file horse is helpless in defending the palace. The 32nd move, Red pawn 9 moves to file 8. After the capture of his horse by Red's pawn, Black's defense becomes even more vulnerable. At this position, if Black doesn't take Red's pawn, then Red will be able to construct an iron bolt checkmate. If Black takes a pawn with advisor 5 advancing to file 4, Red can play chariot 4 advancing by 3 points and create an angular horse checkmate. Red wins here. In this game, Red opens up with the shepherding pawn, transforming central cannon formation, and Black responds with rear of pawn cannon with a left elephant. From the opening to the middle game, both sides tend to discreetly implement maneuvers and perform a quiet positional play, holding back from early fierce confrontations. In the 15th move, in which black plays cannon 3 to file 4. Black starts to reveal his strategic intention. Red then advances its ninth file pawn by 1 point, its eighth file cannon by 3, and gives up one of its elephants. Its central file is now under the threat of being inhibited and its right flank attacked. But even so, Red patiently holds its left flank forces, comprised of a horse, a pawn, and 2 cannons. This potentially powerful formation really limits the movement of Black's river rank, chariot, and its fourth file cannon. In the 21st move, Black advanced its chariot 6 by 2 points, preparing for launching attacks on Red's pawn rank with the chariot and double cannons. On the other hand, Red has this second file chariot, which occupies important passages for both the defensive and the offensive, and by taking advantage of Black's weak river rank, Red pushes forward the seventh file pawn and opens up a way for its offensive forces. In the 15th move, Red's general 5 moves to file 4, which makes Black's chariot and double cannons unable to create effective formations. In the final stage, Red uses the chariot, the cannon, and the pawn to successively deliver checkmate threats, and wins the game decisively. The onset of troops is like the rush of a torrent which will even roll stones along its course. That's all for today's video. I hope that you've enjoyed this great game. Thank you for watching. I'm Yiyi Ouyang. See you next time.